This year's from Geo News. It's from May 1st, 2023. It's called Will Smith, Chris Rock Can End Feud If They Seek Therapy Psychologist. Now, I found this kind of interesting. It doesn't sound correct to me, but let's see what they got. Will Smith and Chris Rock can end their ongoing rift if they both decide to take therapy, claimed a psychologist. Speaking to Insider, psychologist Dr. Frederick Smith explained what causes friendship breakups and if the two people can ever reconcile, especially in case of the Emancipation Star and the comedian. The expert, who has experience of working in the field of mental health for 15 years, said it's very important to determine where the anger came from that destroyed the friendship of two people. Well, the whole theory is that Will Smith is kind of being told what to do, so to speak, by his wife, and she got insulted, and he acted, and he lashed out at Chris because of that. And it probably wasn't something that would have ever happened between them if that factor was removed. But okay, that's just my silly little opinion and some speculation that got around. Was the anger you felt toward the person related to them or something they did, the psychologist said? Or is it something else that was going on and you took your anger out on that person? Well, I guess that's closer, you could say that. A lot of times we won't face the major stressor and we'll take it out on the person that deserves it the least. That can be a spouse, significant other, family member, or even a friend, Smith added. I hear this all the time, heard it my whole life, and I've been careful not to do that. I guess it happens. People take out things on their family, whoever's around all the time. Sure, but I don't see exactly how that relates to this situation that happened at the Oscars. A therapist will help them reestablish that friendship by helping them look into where it started. My philosophy is we cannot focus on the present without looking into the past, he said. The psychologist even suggested that it's better in some situations to end the friendship if it has run its due course. Well, yeah, that might be. This is difficult for some people to accept, but friendships will end. That's natural, he said. You will not be able to maintain friendships with everybody that comes into your life. Sure, fair enough. A lot of times we run into these problems because we're trying to make seasonal people a lifetime commitment, the expert said. I can't quite remember hearing that. I don't think I consider people seasonal necessarily. I mean, I guess I know what they mean by that, but it's kind of an odd term. Smith shocked the world after he smacked Rock on stage during 2022 Academy Awards over a joke he cracked on his wife, Jada Pinkett Smith. Later, he apologized to the comedian in a YouTube video, but the two did not mend their bond, with Rock even opening up about the incident during his Netflix special, in which he bashed Will for slapping him. I mean, yeah, what else is old Chris gonna do? Might as well at least verbally say you did the wrong thing. Anyway, I found this kind of silly. I can't imagine Chris Rock and Will Smith sitting down with some psychiatrist, like some kind of marriage counselor or something, and working this out. Seems like that changed their dynamic forever. And I gotta wonder where Geo News comes up with this stuff from. Okay, they got it from Insider, which Geo News tends to do. They take a long article and they kind of write the cliff notes and they publish that. But I'm down with that once in a while because sometimes articles are like 9 or 8 pages or whatnot. So it's kind of cool just to get to the gist and make my opinion. This also leads us to the tricky subject of would you not see Will Smith's movies anymore now that he did this? Which is the same thing with Ezra Miller. I've gone back and forth with some people. Obviously, the elephant in the room is Mera and You Know Who, and many of us are not seeing that movie. It's just about how much does it take for you to say actively, I won't watch that anymore. As far as Will Smith, I guess I'm kind of undecided. It depends on everything else around him and who makes the movie and things like that. It also depends on impulsiveness, which it mostly was, or if it was malicious and pre planned, like I think it was in Queen Mera's situation. Because I can forgive impulsiveness and mistakes and things like that and one time incidents. The thing with You Know Who is, it was not this one time thing, this one time impulsive action that came out. But I guess with Ezra Miller, it also wasn't this one-time impulsive thing. It was a couple other things. But here, seems to me, with Will Smith, like a one-time impulsive thing. That's why I think it's important to judge each case individually. Let me know what you think down below. Doing shout-outs, special thanks, things like that. If you're not subscribed here, consider it. If you don't subscribe, I'll be pretty sad about it. But I'll get over it. See you next time.